It's good morning, Holly Braun-Bauer. Thank you for joining us at Yellow Shelf.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure, Holly. I can't believe you're about to launch a book that's out on the 2nd of July. The book is entitled What Did I Miss? It is a romantic comedy. Holly, what do we need to know about this book? I think a lot of people are going to start hearing your name a heck of a lot.
Oh, thank you. So what you need to know is it is a fresh and feisty rom-com about Makayla, who is newly divorced, almost 30, and ready to tick off her list all the things she missed out on in her 20s, starting with a one-night stand. So she meets a random guy at the bar, and as fate would have it, not so random, he reappears in her life, and suddenly she's fighting feelings she didn't sign up for. And even if she wanted to date him, she can't because her auntie is bribing her to stay single until her birthday in order to inherit something that Makayla doesn't necessarily want, but her ex husband desperately does. And there is nothing she would love more than to get back at him for the awful thing he did that ended their marriage. So the question really is, can she stay single and experience all the things she thought she missed out on, or will she start a new decade with more regrets?
So much going on. I love that. Holly, tell us I'd love to know a little bit about you and share this journey as an author. And tell us what inspired you to write rom-com.
Okay, well, I guess a little bit about me is my background comes from education. So I was a teacher. So, there's a lot of Makayla, my character is also a teacher, write what you know, they say,
Yay.
which is great because I've had a lot of teachers read it, early reviewers, and they've been loving all of the school antics because they're like, and they've literally jumped into my DMs to say, "Are you a teacher?" Because there's only a
That
teacher would know
happens.
this stuff. Yeah. Which has been great. But then I moved into online learning and I moved into blogging and then, becoming an author. I'm also a virtual assistant
Yes.
for aspiring and published authors as well. So sort of combining all my skills there, which has been great. And the way that this book came about was I had a friend who had married and divorced her high school sweetheart. And she was in her 30s and entering the adult dating world for the very first
Yeah.
time without having any of those fundamental experiences, all those mistakes and lessons that we have in our 20s,
Yeah.
that make us who we are. And I just found that so fascinating. I
Yeah.
thought, wow, I can't believe you're about to start dating for the first time as an adult. And the first scene of a character going to a bar and awkwardly trying to pick someone up came to me. And after that, I was like, yeah, I think this is a great premise. I'm going to keep going with it.
Yeah, and I think everyone can relate to that, can't they? Whether it's their own journey or friends or, acquaintances, there is that, you do know people in your world who have had to start again and have had to
Yeah.
go on a journey that some of us went on years before. Super, super fascinating. Holly, I'm glad you sort of touched on your career as a virtual assistant because you do work with other authors. I think that's
Yes.
really powerful, surrounding yourself with authors. And you're also a mum too. Is that
Yeah, yeah. I'm a mum of two. I've got two boys. They're one's super, super sweet, and the other one, he's the devil, but I love him.
yeah.
You always have opposites. No, they're great. And, it is hard to write around them, but I've found a way when I was like, I'm gonna go for this, I decided that's it. I have to make the time. The time's not going to magically appear. And so I write in the mornings, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. before they get up
Wow.
for school and before they're off, and then I have to start my work day. So yeah, that's just how it
Wow.
how it has to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. What a great share. Holly, tell us, I follow you on Instagram. I know you're on Facebook. You also have a website. If we're curious, if we're listening for the first time, and as I said at the beginning, I feel like your name's just about to keep
Oh.
being out there. So, how this is going to be this is going to be the Yellow Shell first interview with you, but tell us, how do we connect with you? How do we connect with the book?
Yeah, so if you visit my website, so Holly Brunnbauer, and I'm going to spell that for you, BRUNNBAUER.com.au. My website's, a great place to meet me. I am on Instagram under the same name, Facebook, I think I'm Holly Brunnbauer Writes or something like that. But I have newsletters, one for writers, the Write Track on Substack, and also one for readers called No Self Control. So depends on what you want to find out about me. You can join one of those because I really love to do a bit of long form writing when it comes to my newsletters and stuff like that. But keep it fun. I like to keep it fun.
Yeah, awesome. Holly, I'll put the those links in the show notes to make it
Oh,
easy
thank you.
for people to find their connection. Yeah, congratulations. Enjoy this journey of book launch, book everything, and I'd love you to come back in the future because I know there's going to be more.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you. That's so kind. I hope to be back.
You'll be back, I have no doubt. And Holly, I just want to sort of leave it on. People need to go and have a read of some of your blogs. You've got some super interesting info. I know you've got a newsletter on Substack, but yeah, your blogs on your website, really great way to connect with you and understand your journey. I really enjoyed reading about your journey into the world of author and literary world.
Thank you. Yeah, I put together like the debut author series because it was something that I was looking for when I was going through it and sort of asking myself, is this normal? Is this normal? So now people can go have a read and see, yes, it is normal to feel that way.
Awesome. Holly, thanks for joining us at Yellow Shelf.
Thank you.
Cheers.